Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anton, and welcome to today's video for Honkai Star Rail. Recently, HoYo has done a teaser stream, a dev stream, whatever you want to call it, for version 1.3, the upcoming version, upcoming patch for Honkai Star Rail. And in this patch, we got a lot of stuff. We got to see some of the new characters that are coming up, Imbibitor, Fu, and Lynx. And some other things that are going to be added. Events, missions, quests, whatever you want to call them. And a bunch of other stuff. Also, they gave us 3 codes. If you want those 3 codes, they will be down below in a pinned comment. So if you want, you can just pause the video right now, scroll down, redeem your codes, and I believe you get, I think, 300 Jade in total, some credits, some character XP, XP books, and some light cone XP. So it's really, really good to go and redeem. So go redeem it now. So yeah, we're going to go through and talk about the live stream. It's a very long live stream too. I think around 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I can't remember the exact time. So I'm making this video to basically condense the live stream, talk about the important things, and give my personal opinion on some of these things. So let's start talking. So we have 3 new characters coming up. We've got Fu, Imbibitor, and Lynx, and we also have their banners coming up. Now, we already knew these characters were all coming up. They'd already all been announced, but it's really nice to see their banners because this is great for certain players who just like to plan ahead. I'm one of those players. So for Imbibitor, for 5-star Dan, the banner is looking pretty sweet. We got a Yukong, March, and Asta on his banner for his 4 stars. I personally am going to skip Imbibitor. I do love his character. I love his design, but I'm going to be honest with you. I mostly care about waifus. That's really the main thing. Plus, with some other upcoming characters, Fu, Jingliu, and Topaz, and more, perhaps, I'm starting to run a little low on rolls. So I think I'm going to just skip Imbibitor. I hope he just doesn't turn out to be insanely strong. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he is going to be really, really strong. And I am actually a little tempted to roll on his banner because I would like some Asta Eidolons, but I'm going to be skipping his banner, but it is a very solid looking banner. So all of you who are wanting Imbibitor, you should be happy. Even if you don't get him somehow, you'll get some pretty solid 4 stars. Next up, we have Fu. Been waiting a long time for me, personally for Fu. Love her 4 stars on her banner. First off, we have the new 4-star quantum healer, Lynx. Really been waiting for her for quite a while because I don't have another healer. I did skip Blue Ultra, and now I'm going to be able to pick up Fu. Plus, with the inclusion of Fu and Lynx into the game, I can finally build my mono quantum team. Can't wait to build that team. If you don't know what I mean by mono quantum, basically Silverwolf plus 3 other quantum characters. So Silverwolf, Fu, Lynx, and then a damage dealer. So either Zila or Xing. I personally am going to go with Xing, but Zila is honestly probably better. As for the other 4 stars, we got Hook here. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not the craziest about Hook. I love her. I love her character design. She's extremely adorable, but don't think I'll build her. But it is nice that I'll finally be able to get Hook. She's the only 4-star I don't have. And the third 4-star being Pella. I love Pella. I think she's really underrated as a support. So yeah, I've been building her up. Really glad to get a couple of Eidolons for my Pella. So great banner here for Fu. Gonna roll as much as possible until I get her. So hopefully I get some Lynxes and some Pellas and 1 Hook. I'd say just 1. I don't want more than 1. Now you might say like, oh wow, these are great characters. I really want to roll some more. I'm running out of rolls though. What should I do? Well, lucky you. Thankfully, Daddy HoYo is being a little bit generous. I know, a rare thing from HoYo, but they're being a little generous and they're giving us another free 10 pull. We got this in the previous patch and the one before that, I believe, and we're getting it again. So thank you, Daddy HoYo, for the free 10 pull, Gift of Odyssey. If you don't know because you just started playing, basically it's just a login reward. You log in, You claim your free roll, and by the 7th day, the amount of free rolls you have gotten is 10. So you get a free 10 pull. So that's great for for everyone really, but especially for those of you who really want Fu or Imbibitor. So just a free 10 pull, trying to hit that pity. Love it. Next up, we got the story mission here. I have no idea how to pronounce this, so I'm probably going to butcher it. Obsequies performed a long road ahead. Basically, main mission, main story, whatever you want to call it. More story. Looks like it's going to be dealing with post-Fontalia stuff. So there are two things I really want to see happening here. One, I want to see what they're doing with Dan. I'm really curious, like, is Dan going to just stay in his 5-star form for the rest of the game? Like, I'd actually be very surprised if they don't somehow shift him back to his 4-star form. Because it will be kind of weird, in my opinion. We go to another planet, we go to, like, Punk Lord or something, and Dan's in his Imbibitor form. The other thing, and I know a lot of people are curious about this, Tingyun. Is Tingyun safe? Is she okay? I would be very surprised if HoYo just completely kills off a character nowadays. Yes, I know they've done it before in other games, it's in like Honkai Impact, but ever since they released Genshin, I feel like they've been they haven't taken a step away from dark stuff, but I feel like they haven't really been killing off that main characters that much. But yeah, I hope they don't kill off Tingyun. I love Tingyun, and I'd be very upset if they killed off Tingyun. So I really hope we get like a throwaway line or something, or even like we get to visit Tingyun, and it's like, yeah, she's okay. She's just recovering from, you know, having her neck snapped. Next up, though, got a new event coming up. We got the Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle event. Pretty good event from the rewards, it seems. Some resin, which is great for those of us who are trying to get our characters maxed out, trying to get those relics and stuff, trying to hit those speed boots or whatever it is you're trying to hit. Some jade, of course, and a free Fu Xuan. This is great for me personally because I have an E0 Fu Xuan, and E1 Fu Xuan is insanely good, and I actually use Fu Xuan as in some teams. I'm sure a lot of people who rolled for Blade are probably like, well, I already had like an E8 Fu Xuan, so this sucks. I believe that 5th thing on the rewards next to Fu Xuan is a phone wallpaper, so just a little bit of cosmetic customization. You know, every time you basically bring up the in-game phone's menu, at the moment it has like the weird planetary thing in the background, so it seems like we'll have in the future we'll be able to switch different wallpapers, which is pretty cute. I like that. Alongside this event, it seems like we're also going to be getting a new area, a new map, Aurum Alley. I like it. I'm always a big fan of new areas to explore. I hope this gives us more treasure chests. So, you know what that means? More treasure chests, more jade, more rolls. So I'm always hopeful of that. And next up, speaking of missions, we got a lot of companion missions coming up. We got 4 companion missions coming up. We got Imbibitor, 5-star Dan's companion mission. We got a March companion mission, a Lynx companion mission, and a Luca companion mission. So, love more lore drops on characters. Really curious as to the March one. I feel like she is like really unknown. Basically waking up from the ice and having amnesia. Would love to see her character more fleshed out and just more on her. Also, a 5-star version of March soon, please. I'd love to see a 5-star version of March. Love her design, so I'd love to see another March. Next up, what do we have? We got Simulated Universe. Simulated Universe is getting an update. Swarm Disaster. Alongside this update, we are getting a new enemy type, the Swarm, like something about the Swarm. Basically, it's a big bug. Pretty good event rewards here, too, for this Simulated Universe event. Some resin, some jade, some poles, relic remains. Love it. Alongside this event and this Simulated Universe update, we're getting a new path as well, the Propagation Path. Don't really know too much about this path at the moment. Like, we don't know what its resonance is doing. We don't really know what its the formations are doing. We know their names, but we don't know anything about what its residents or its formations do. We do know what its passive does, I guess is the way to call it. And it increases characters' basic attack damage, which I'm curious what kind of build you're going to go for with this and what its blessings can do. What does that mean? Like, are its blessings going to be doing anything with basic attacks? Because that's going to be kind of weird. So I'm really curious what they do with this path here. Next up, we got a couple new stagnant shadows here. We got Shape of Puppetry and Shape of Abomination. I believe these Ascension Mats of Puppetry will give you Ascension Mats for Imbibitor, and Abomination will give you Ascension Mats for Fu. So just, you know, mark that in the back of your minds. If you are rolling for Fu or you're rolling for Imbibitor, don't pre-farm the current imaginary or quantum Ascension Mats, because these are going to be the Ascension Mats you're going to need for those characters. So just something to keep in mind. And of course, a nice favorite. We're going to have two nice favorites here. Planar Fissure is coming back, which is basically doubling the drops of planar ornaments. Hopefully it is like the former one, the last one we just had, where it was a set amount of drops were doubled over the course of the event instead of just daily stuff. I liked that. As well as, like I said, Garden of Plenty is also returning too. So the calyxes will be giving double drops. So, you know, double credits, double XP, double trace materials, whatever. Always a big fan of this kind of event because it helps me to top off what I need, whether it's credits, whether it's XP, or pre-farm for some characters. I personally am probably going to use this to pre-farm for, or not just pre-farm, but just farm for preservation materials for Fu. So yeah, always a big fan of double drops, basically. Next up, we got the Space Station Task Force. This event is an event that is basically a Genshin clone event. If you don't play Genshin, basically it is a assignment add-on. It is going to be temporary, but the reason why it's so good is it's basically assignments that give you Jade, alongside other stuff, of course, but that's pretty good. More Jade, always welcome. So thank you, HoYo. And the final thing I want to talk about, a nice little quality of life upgrade here. They are increasing the maximum amount of Trailblaze power from 180 to 240. 240 Trailblaze power is the amount of Trailblaze power you get in 24 hours, one day, so that is very nice. Plus, they're giving us a little a reserve, a bank, basically, reserved Trailblaze power. What this means is, if you are currently capped, that Trailblaze power that you would have obtained but currently wouldn't, because you're capped on how much you have, goes into the reserve now. Now, it's not a pure one-for-one. You only get a certain percentage, but it is nice in case, like, oh, I was sick and I didn't feel like playing, or you know, you were busy or studying for like an exam or something like that. Basically, real life happens and you can't log into Honkai for like a day or two. This is just a nice quality of life thing. So that is it pretty much for the entire patch. Can't wait for it. Really, really excited for Fu. Really excited for some of these events and the quality of life stuff too. Love this quality of life thing here with the reserve and with the extra energy too. Love it. Can't wait for the double drops too from Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty. And also I really can't wait for the Simulated Universe stuff. I personally love Simulated Universe, so I can't wait to see what they do with it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I'd love to hear your opinion though. What do you think of 1.3 for what we know? What do you think of the new characters as well? Are you rolling for Imbibitor? Are you rolling for Fu? Maybe you don't really care about either of the two characters, but you want Lynx instead. I personally, I'm gonna skip Imbibitor. I'm gonna roll for Fu. Most likely I'll get Lynx. If I somehow roll Fu and I don't get Lynx, I'm gonna keep rolling until I get Lynx, because I just really, really need her and just want her character. I think she's really good too. Also, like, just what else do you think? Like, do you think, what do you think of this nice quality of life? Is there any kind of stuff we don't have in the game right now that you think would be a great quality of life addition that you'd love to see from HoYo, of course, any of that, leave a comment down below. And if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps me out and always helps out the channel. And if you want to talk to me about some Honkai Star Rail or talk to people who love Honkai Star Rail, you can always join my Discord as well. There is always a link down below in the comments. And if you guys want to keep up with the Honkai Star Rail content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. And if you want to watch me play some more Honkai Star Rail, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenitton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye.